Hello, good afternoon, all our fellow ESPNs, all of our fellow professionals, negotiators that are online, live with us on our Solidarity platform. It's great to meet everyone again. Very good afternoon, Elaine, Brian, Binkian. Derek, thank you so much for joining. Patrick, thanks for joining my session as well. Paul, and Raja. Hey Raja, I saw you miss out a few sessions already. How have you been doing? Hopefully you're doing well. All right. Hope all of you are in the comfort of your home and having your coffee or tea ready. We will start our session very shortly. Today I'm your host. I'm also your trainer of the day. So I've prepared some slides for you all. If you want to use my slides or you want to retrieve it, please make sure you register. You can see the round code there. Please do scan it and register. And we will be passing you the slides once we are done with the training session. Okay. So the whole intention of us coming together again, I just remind everyone, this is a platform for everyone to gain more technical skills so that they can apply it practically. We also want to make sure that everybody, this is a very popular word now, move towards solidarity to improve the public perception of our real estate agency practice. Okay, we want to make sure that we all go out and represent our industry as professionals. Okay, we are not part-timers, we are professionals, and the service rendered by us is at a very good level. Okay, moving forward with some social media reminders. So for those of you who have missed out on our training, do join our YouTube page, Solidarity Beyond 2021. We normally upload all of our training material and we record all of our videos just in case any of you missed out or any of you that tune in that find it helpful for one of your team members, please do share it across, all right? And whilst you're on the page, do subscribe to keep up with further information. So for those of you who have your listings and you all want to network, okay, we got our Instagram page, Facebook page, and WhatsApp page. So to keep everything uniform, just search Solidarity Beyond 2021, all right? You should be able to find all of our pages. And whilst you're there, like I said, do share, do like it. Let's keep building this community up. All right, so let's move towards some house rules before I start my session. Okay, simple house rules from myself. Try not to bomb means no vulgar languages on the chat. Try your best to keep it clean, keep it constructive, keep it fun lah. Okay, let's have fun while we are learning. Learning is actually a very fun process. It's an ongoing process, and we must continuously do it lah. And try your best to be participative. I actually have a lot of interactive questions today, and I hope that all of our crowd here can participate with me. Otherwise, I'll feel very lonely and sad just talking to the screen. All right, so we'll move towards the topic of the day. Okay, I did a lot of psychological based topics. For example, the Harvard Business Review of Leadership. I did the DISC personality test. And for today, I do a simple problem solving method. Okay, you can apply it on your own. You can apply it with your team as well. And I think you all are definitely familiar with this concept. It's called 5W and 1H lah. So the whole idea of me doing this training session is for you all to understand the concept and apply it for problem solving in real estate. Okay, so this concept is for you all to apply in terms of identifying your problem and then coming out with the solution. Okay, so let's start off. Okay. So is my screen clear? Can you all see 5W and 1H? Is my screen clear? Can you all see 5W and 1H? If my screen is clear, can I please get a number 1? You all can see 5W and 1H for problem solving, and you can see our beautiful ESP colors of dark blue, orange, and red. I actually like our colors. What do you guys think about our current 3 colors? Blue, orange, and red. How is it? Wow, Raja said 5 wives and 1 husband. Very interesting, but today we're not talking about 5 wives and 1 husband. Okay, thanks. We got a good from Mr. Manik. So maybe can get some other comments on the colors that we have chosen. All right, so let's move straight to it. All right, so today's agenda, I'll be doing a simple icebreaker session first. After I do an icebreaker, short definition of this 5W and 1H, then how to use it for problem solving and examples of it in real estate. So pretty simple, pretty clear cut. It's going to be a 1-hour session. I hope you all would enjoy yourself. Okay, now let's move towards our icebreaker straight away, all right? So I want to spend 5 minutes on our icebreaker, and I hope that I can see a response from everyone from this icebreaker. So I don't need you to answer all the questions. If you can answer one question, it's good enough. I just want to share good energy, okay? That's why I came out with these questions. I want everybody in this solidarity program to have uniform energy when we go into training, and to be comfortable to share, to be comfortable to make comments, to be comfortable to make statements. Okay, so these are 5 simple questions that I prepared. Number 1, what was the last thing you purchased online? Okay, everybody is now purchasing things online. Everybody is at home. Number 2, I'm interested to know, what's your morning routine? Do you have a coffee in the morning, or do you maybe brush your teeth first? Do you drink water before you brush your teeth? What's your morning routine like? Number 3, what random act of kindness have you did for a stranger? Number 4, what's the most challenging thing you have done in your life? And number 5, very simple question, what's your favorite dessert? Okay, so I see quite a number of people from our YouTube live, from our Facebook live. I will wait until I at least get 10 responses before I move down to continue on the training. So here is your live clock. I've put up a live clock for you all. You all have 5 minutes to answer these 5 questions. Come on. Answer any one of them, number 1 to number 5. At least answer one of them. Thank you. Ranjini mentioned her early morning routine is to have coffee in bed first. How about the rest? Come on, let's work as a group. Let's make sure we get 10 responses before the 5-minute clock finishes. Celine Gunn, egg. Jasper have message. New slipper, cold shower, so I can be fully awake. I pass some cash to a road seller. That's fantastic, Jasper. His act of kindness. Number 4, what is the most challenging uni exam? And he settled it. Favorite dessert, tau fu fa. Thank you very much, Jasper. Jasper, in fact, answer all the questions. Thank you very much. Visan Kumar, brush teeth before having glass of water. Half-boiled egg for breakfast. Okay, good. Wow, GS practice intermittent fasting. Marilyn loves her cakes. Okay, very good. At least next time when I see you all, I know what to buy for you all. If we have a meeting I know that Raja, I get him some coffee. Ranjini, get her some eggs. Brian, fried rice. Wow. Wow, Brian's act of kindness give a high five. Very nice, huh? Wonder who you gave the high five to, huh? Filza, drink warm water. Our Dato Adrian, coffee and egg to start his day. Paul Pua, minum kopi makan telur and bought veggie. Wow, a lot of people's common one is eggs and coffee. So eggs and coffee, I guess, go really well together. Jess Tan, question number 5, cheesecake. Wow, okay, very specific. Jess, next time when we catch up for a cup of coffee, I'll make sure there's cheesecake. For Sophia, I'll make sure when we catch up there's some pavlova. Lim Kin, brush teeth, wash face. Purchase nothing online. Help people. Okay, very nice. Wow, Mr. Manik did a very nice sharing. He has he give RM10 weekly to one person who comes by. That is quite fantastic thing that Mr. Manik is doing to help. Wow, with butter and coffee. I've actually heard of this butter and coffee theory before. Visan, if you don't mind, maybe you can continue a little bit. What makes the coffee so good with the butter? I've also seen some YouTube videos on people drinking coffee and adding a block of butter inside. Really makes it very much more nicer to drink or what? Cynthia Yime, she gives some advice. Drink water before brushing your teeth. Advice from a dental student. Okay, I'm going to have to try this butter and coffee thing right after this. Right after this session, I'm going to take a block of butter and put it into my coffee. Tablecloth for my dining table from Shopee, cost free shipping. All right, we got our 99 coming soon also. So I guess a lot of people will be logging into Shopee, Lazada to do their online shopping. Okay, thank you so much for all the responses. I definitely got more than 10 responses. Guys, all of you that constantly support, I am very thankful for it. Thank you so much for giving the responses. I don't feel alone, and I know how to make my coffee after this. I got a better idea. So, okay, let's move forward with the topic of the day. I will just put a pause to the clock. The time is up. Okay, that was a good first 5 minutes. That was a nice icebreaker session with you all. Really appreciate all the responses. And really, I will remember what you all like. And the next time you see me, let's test out whether I can remember all those things that you all just posted out. Okay, so simple definition. Let me get the clock down first. Simple definition and history. Okay, the 5 W's and 1 H is a concept that is very old already in problem solving. Okay, it's always attributed to Hermagoras of Temnos. Okay, but in 2010, it was established in a book under Aristotle of thinking of the elements of circumstances. Okay, so I just share with you the pictures. It's actually a lame joke. I hope you all get this lame joke. This is actually the picture of Aristotle. And if Aristotle was living in 2021, he will probably look like this guy Okay, this is the 2021 millennial and new generation look with the beanie, with the hat, with the specs, looking like a tinker. Okay, so it originate from a very, very long time ago already. But let's look more into it. So the simple breakdown in order of our 5W and 1H. The 5W, we will go through one by one. It represents what, why, where, when, who, and finally how. So all the W's is used to highlight and identify the causation of the challenge. I don't like to use the word problem. I like to use the word challenge because normally problem means you cannot really, problem is very negative. Challenge is a more positive way, okay? So try to change your mindset, use the word challenge, okay? So the 5W is for you to identify your challenges, and the 1H is for you to come out with a resolution and orderly manner to tackle your challenge, okay? So you first have to highlight your key issues by using these 5Ws. And in using these 5Ws, normally follow the pencil. Follow the pencil. It has to be done in a periodical order, okay? So when you follow the 5Ws, follow it in the periodical order that I share, like in this pencil. Then you will be able to clearly identify the problem and come out with the solution. Okay, let's go through these W's one by one before I give you a sample of how it's done in real estate. Okay, and I use my actual case study lah, so hopefully it relates a little bit better when it comes to real estate. Okay, first one, let's have a look of what, okay? What is the problem, okay? So the what question that you have to answer is basically the process of you understanding exactly what is this issue. And fear not, the what does not have to come in one word or one line or one sentence. Sometimes there is more than one reasons of what the problem is. Okay? Later we will go through. That's why when you're doing the what, when you list down your what, you will also find that there will be some other problems, which is why you should label the main what and the sub what. Okay? For example, if your what is a very big umbrella category, like what is the problem now? Then your answer is sales is slow. So that is the problem. Sales is slow. Okay? So your sub problem will be political instability is causing the what as well, right? Lockdown is causing the slow sale is the problem as well, right? So you will have a lot of sub problems that leads up to your main what problems as well. Okay, the whole idea of practicing these 5Ws and 1H is to actually list down the main problems, list down the sub problems so that you can identify it one by one. Okay, so I would like for our crowd, for our fellow negotiators that are on board, can you all type down what is your current problem that you face in real estate? Come guys, let's at least get 3 to 5 responses. What is your problem in real estate? Try to answer that. What is your problem in real estate? Can you type it down? Viewing barrier. Okay, that's a problem. Yes, very good. Jasper has shared his what problem is cannot do viewing. Okay, Jasper, hold your answer so that later you can answer the next W. All right? Cannot go out. Okay, same thing. Patrick Anthony answered the same thing as Jasper. Good, that's a good what? Real estate not the first priority by Cynthia. Okay, very good. Maybe Cynthia is could be busy with another business. Maybe could be busy with some family things that she needs to organize. Okay, come on, let's get a few more responses. What is your current problem in real estate? Frank Lim, MCO lah. Okay, same as Jasper and Patrick. Okay, any more responses? Let's get one more. Anybody can be a hero and contribute. Okay, Malaysia's top realtor. Buyers fear to commit because of job uncertainty. All right, fantastic. That is also a good problem put out over there lah. Clients are window shopping, hard to get new leads. Okay, a lot of people have put their what's in already. All right, let's try to move to the next part. Okay, the next part is the next part is why. Okay, so a lot of people can answer the why already lah. For Jasper, Patrick, all, I think the why is quite simple. Okay, so for those of you who have put in your answers, Patrick, Jasper, Frank, thank you very much. Chin, cannot meet people for recruitment. Malaysia's top realtor. Okay, try to answer why. So for example, a lot of people put their MCO. So the why is quite simple lah. The why is COVID, right? The why is COVID, and then the other why is there is also a lot of change of direction in terms of government opening up the economy and closing down the economy. So Adrian shared one very good thing also, loan very challenging from the buyers. Then another what that Ranjini shared, difficulty in making clients understand to visualize property. Okay? Now try to answer the why. All of you answer the what already. Answer the why. Why is this problem over there? Good. Malaysia's top realtor is answering correct because his what was buyers fear to commit because of job uncertainty. His why is weak political leadership, or rather no leadership. That's true. That's true. The why is answered. Okay, maybe I can get Sophia, Nick Sophia. Clients are window shopping. That is a what is the problem. So maybe Nick Sophia, you can answer why are they window shopping. So the why also, right? Please remember the what normally is one main header with a few other sub challenges. The why can be many answers, okay? The why can be many answers. Okay, a lot of people here are throwing our government, U-turn government, U-turn policies. Okay. Nick Sophia, thank you very much for responding. Work from home, more time to look at more properties. Okay, so you identify the why of your problem. What is the problem is, Sophia say a lot of people are window shopping. And why a lot of people are window shopping is because they are working from home and they have more time to look at more properties. Okay, very good. Sophia is slowly identifying her key highlight of her problem. Okay, one good thing of practicing out this activity is you actually write it down, you actually table it down, so that later on when you come to the how, you will slowly see whether your how tackles all of the W's or not. All right? All right. So, okay, guys, we are getting a very good feel of this already. Everybody is answering correctly. Don't be afraid. There is no wrong answers one. All this is subjective based on your own real estate experience and your own real estate knowledge, okay? There is no wrong answers. Continue to be participative. This is fantastic. Now U-turn PM. Okay, okay. A lot of political followers here, as I can see. So Amy has also shared. I will just share what Amy mentioned. Amy mentioned, yeah, I have a client share with me. She said view 7 property per day. So very similar to what Sophia is mentioning lah. A lot of window shoppers these days. Then another reason why there's a lot of window shoppers. Okay, maybe I can answer for Sophia also. Currently, the problem why people are window shopping is because there is a lot of overhang property and developers are aggressively marketing all this overhang property. So people are spoiled with options because our national problem is overhang property. Okay. So that's another why. So you can see once you come out with the what, your why can be never ending. Okay? Then once you are done with listing down your why, then you move towards the third W. Okay? Let's have a look at the third W. Okay, the third W is when. Okay, time is a very crucial factor when you identify your problem. So, when did this problem first reoccur and when did you realize it? When do you think this problem occurred and when did you realize it? So, maybe you all can share. When did the problem occur? When did you realize it? Some people realize a bit later, some people realize a bit faster. So, maybe you can list it down. When? When did this problem occur? When did you realize it? Malaysia's top realtor shared quite a funny joke. Can we please put up Malaysian's top realtor's comment? I think our admin can highlight the comment from Malaysia's top realtor. Can you please put it up? He says there, some clients not wanting to view new properties. Interested to meet pretty agents maybe. Okay lah, I find it quite funny lah. That's why I asked for it to be shared here also. Okay. So okay, when did you all realize this problem? Amy, thanks for sharing. So Amy realized that this problem of online shopping all starts to happen when when it turns to a buyer's market. So obviously, in 2016, 2017, it has stopped becoming a seller's market. Now we are more towards a buyer's market already, where buyers have more options and there is more supply than demand. Okay, that's general perspective. There is still some areas where demand outweighs supply, but in general, yes, it's a buyer's market now. Supply outweighs demand. Okay, so how about the rest of you? Maybe Jasper was talking about hard to do online, hard to do physical viewing. So I suppose your when will be the moment the lockdown started lah. All right, how about the others? When did you realize the problem occurred? When did the problem occur and when did you realize it? Okay, maybe I just share a little bit. Why is it so? Now you all may think that it is not very important to identify the when. But if you continuously practice this, how you practice this when is to see whether you are sensitive towards the issue or not. Because if you say that, for example, buyer's market started from 2019, but I only realized it in 2020, means you know your when for you to realize it is a bit later. Then moving forward, next time when you identify newer problems, you must see whether you can identify it a little bit faster, and you must see whether you are more sensitive towards the change, whether it's change in politics, change in economy, change in bank policies. So the when to you for now might not seem important, but why the when is very important is to see whether as an individual, did you identify the problem early enough? So timeliness is very important in problem solving. That's why this when you all don't practice this often enough, you may feel like the when is not important. But the when is actually very crucial for you to understand whether you are a problem solver that can identify the problem and whether you are sensitive enough for when the problem happens. Okay? And why do you see all these stamps, stars, like and dislike, right? I like to add more graphics. Whenever I do problem solving, I like to add more graphics. I like to add more color so that the whole process is not very mundane, it's not very dull. It's a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interactive. Okay, so let's move to the fourth W. Now we are done with the when. Let's move towards where this problem is occurring. Okay, so of course, to answer most of you that mention the MCO is the problem, where is it happening? It's happening almost nationwide lah, but now not really. Now it's just in Selangor and KL that people are limited for viewing. A lot of all the other states, actually you can view already. So the where is happening. Yeah, GS put their whole world. Yes, the whole world is affected. But there are still pockets where people can already carry out their work lah. Okay, so the where, maybe if you are talking about MCO, the where is not very relevant. Okay, but I just share with you all why the where is important is to pinpoint the causation. And then where can also be, for example, if you are having difficulty with your clients. So the where is it? Are you having difficulty with them physically when you meet them physically or virtually? Because when you identify physical or virtual, you will know to take what kind of training and you will know to take what kind of mentorship to improve your physical follow-ups, your physical closing, or to improve your virtual or physical closing. Another example for real estate where is, are you having problems over the phone by calling, means verbalizing, or are you having problem with the texting? Because now texting is a whole different game as well. There is audio voice message, there is stickers, there is GIFs, there is so much more thing. Texting is not just alphabets these days. There is a more complex way of texting, follow up with your client, building the trust, and also over the phone. There are so many more ways to talk over the phone. So when we talk about the where, it could also be physical or virtual or texting or over the phone or in person. Okay, so the where to your problems need not be like, okay, Selangor is locked down, so the where is Selangor. Okay, that is a very big scope of problem. And in fact, if your problem is the MCO and you do the 5W1H, right, you will realize that you won't have any H. You won't have any how. Why? Because the MCO is such a big macro situation that us as individuals, we do not have any control of. We cannot really change the situation. We can just be responsible as individuals. Then we will realize, once we tabulate this is not a problem for us to solve. Okay, it's a bit too macro. It's not a problem for us to solve. So the very good thing about using this 5W and 1H is sometimes we realize the problems are too big. We identify the problem already. We identify the what, why, where, when, but we cannot come out with a how. Then we know this problem is beyond our knowledge, is beyond our power, is beyond our control. So we put that problem aside and focus on other problems where we can solve. Okay, so the process of 5W and 1H, again, I mentioned to you, the 5W is to identify the problem. The 1H is to come out with the solution. Okay, then let's move to the last W, ladies and gentlemen. So the last W is who. So who will be the last W? So anybody want to start pressing on the government? As I think a lot of people's answer will be government. Because I see a lot of people's what problem in real estate is the lockdown. So who? Okay, when we are talking about the who, it is not about targeting individuals. It's not about shining a light and saying they are the problem, but it is to identify If let's say you are a team, which member is not pulling their weight, and if you already identify the person by using the 5 W's, do not go to him and say, you are the problem. Cannot. Don't do that. Instead, come out with your few how first, then approach that person in a constructive manner. Okay? Never approach someone with criticism without constructive help. Okay? That means you are just going there to kutuk people. Okay? And as a professional, you should not be doing that. If you have any comment or remark to make sure it comes with a constructive solution or suggestion. Whether the person take it or not, that is up to them. But please make sure if you were to be critical on someone's movement, targets, or what they are doing, make sure you are ready with constructive efforts as well. Okay? So Malaysia's top realtor shared that. Can we please put his comment up here? It's a little bit lengthy, so I hope everybody can read it. The news media has a big role in market sentiment. If they keep highlighting companies retrenching, people oversupply in condominium will cause people to wait and see. Positive news by iProperty to point out search in property purchase in the papers will hopefully cause a herd mentality. That's very true. I highly agree with Malaysia's top realtor. News actually move market. We can see in share market as well. A big news that supports the company, the share will fly. A big news that causes instability will cause the share to drop. And I share with you a case study just to top up on Malaysia's top realtor. If you all followed this company called Serber Dynamic, okay, Serber Dynamic, their share plunged down just with 2 or 3 continuous days of the news reporting that they got some auditing problems. The problems even was not even fully identified internally, but because the news leaked it as that way, the public perception straight away think that this company is doing something fishy. Straight away the share price dropped. Drop more than 200%, I believe, in 3 days. Very, very scary. So I agree with Malaysia's top realtor. The news, the media plays a very big role as well. Patrick Anthony right there, the who is the people, not the government. WK Teng also agreed. We ourselves, we should take responsible for whatever we are facing. We cannot ask or stop others from their act, but we can choose to solve or to face it. So I agree with Mr. Teng. We all got our personal responsibility moving forward with this COVID crisis lah. Okay, but okay, let's move back to real estate. Let's stop talking about the bigger picture. Now let's look at the how, okay? So we are done with the 5 W's. Let's look at the how. Okay, the how is very simple. The how is for you to list down action items on what are you going to do about these challenges that you face. Okay, so for a clearer understanding, let me bring you into a real estate perspective lah. Okay, I share 4 case scenarios. Okay, I share 4 case scenarios. So I hope I cover all the negotiators here. So I choose case scenario number 1 for primary market. Project example number 2 is also for primary market. So agents that are selling projects, please look at example 1 and example 2. Agents that are doing sub-sale, please look at the third square, that is sub-sale example 1. And for all the team leaders and recruiters, please look at example on the far bottom corner, team building example number 1. All right, let's run through all these examples. And I do advise you all personally do it to yourself or do it in a team setting. In a team setting, this project is very fun lah, actually. If done well, it's actually a very fun activity to do with your team. Okay, let's look at the first example. So the what problem is cost for online advertising is very expensive, and not only the cost is expensive, the quality of leads is very is not very good lah. Okay, so where is this the next W is creatives and platforms being used, is the why. Okay, what, why? So the why of this problem, why is all this online advertising expensive and why the quality of leads is not so good, is because why? Maybe the creatives that you all put out is not so good. Secondly, maybe you all are still using Facebook, where Facebook is very expensive, because TikTok is already cheaper. Maybe Google landing page is cheaper. Maybe WeChat is cheaper. So the why can be many whys, okay? So I only listed down 2, but if you all are practicing this, list down as many whys as possible. Don't limit your whys, okay? Then, when did you identify this problem? So the project team identified this problem in the last few months based on the Facebook analytics, okay? So where this problem is occurring is at Facebook, okay? Who is causing this problem? So maybe the agent buys some leads from the company, from the team leader, and generate some leads on themselves. So maybe the who that is causing the problem is the team leader that is generating the leads, not making it efficient. Maybe it's the individual that is also doing their own advertisement, not putting in enough time to change the creative, not putting enough time to go through the analytics and optimize that ad. So the how that I listed is very little, but the how should be a lot, okay? The why should be a lot, the how should be a lot also. So the how is maybe use Canva for better content design. For better creative design. Maybe use some of the team members that have better language to proofread the content first, so that the content can send a clearer message to the audience. Then the cost of leads will reduce, the quality of leads will be better. Then last but not least, look at other people's ads that are already working and just innovate it a little bit. Okay, so that's one example of how you can use the 5W and 1H for project. Okay, let's look at project example number 2. The what problem is low closing rate and conversion. Why this is occurring is because not convincing enough, no closing strategy. So this could be a few reasons of why. Then just now, Visanti, I think she shared one thing very good. There is no, let me just read out what she shared. I don't want to quote people wrongly. Difficulty in making clients understand or visualize the property. So that can be one of the whys as well. So as I mentioned, the why, keep it continuous. So where? When does this happen? Normally at the end. The product brief already done, but normally at the end, there is no closing strategy. Then where? Where could be face-to-face, can also be in the breakout room over Zoom. So maybe this person just does not have enough closing skills, just does not have enough closing strategy. So who is the problem? As Mr. Teng said, myself law, highlight the problem as yourself. Most problem occurs is from your own self first lah. Unless you're operating in a team, that responsibility is definitely not your job. Then the who may be someone else. Okay. So the how that we can see for this project is going for more closing masterclass, tagging on to more experienced closers, maybe writing a closing script. Okay. There can be many more hows, or watching more YouTube videos, practicing over the mirror, self-meditating before the closing, self-meditating before the appointment. So there can be a lot of hows to your whys, okay? Then let's look at the third example, okay? I hope everyone is getting a clearer picture. I hope everyone is getting a clearer picture on how to use this 5W and 1H. Okay, let's look at subsale. Maybe subsale, the what is not enough leads coming in. Okay. The what, then the why is never do enough posting. Then number second, maybe never do enough cold call. Then number three is maybe never buy enough master list. So the why goes on and on. Then the when did you identify it? Maybe last quarter, the enquiry very slow. As we can see, iProperty statistically, the last quarter enquiry was slow, then it picked up. It picked up. We can see from iProperty's training yesterday. Then the when. Sorry, the where is on Muda and Property Guru. So the where is, the who is own self, not engaging, not negotiating with the owners lah. So the how, again, you can list down many hows. You can recall your current owners. You can try a new platform like iProperty. You can try a new free platform like The Edge, Prop Social. Actually, there is many prop platforms lah. It's not limited to just one or two. In fact, I say a lot of active agents, if you are looking at earning 100,000 and above clean income every year, you must at least have 5 property platform lah. Okay, I experienced being a sub-sale agent. I also experienced being a primary agent before, and I would just say on the sub-sale side, if you don't have enough platform, you are really not out on the market. So if a few of your platform is underperforming, make sure you have more platforms, you are more prevalent on the market lah. Okay, then let's look at the last example for the team leaders. A lot of team leaders, what problem? I'm sure you can resonate to my slide over here. Every team leader tell me their what problem is the same problem one. Not enough active team members, a lot of part-timers. Okay, team leaders, any team leaders that are in this session, will you agree with me this is your problem? Not enough active team members. So all the team leaders that I see here, WK Teng is actually an owner. Maybe I can get your comment. Chin is also one of the owners. Jasper is a team leader over here. Maybe can get his comment. Mr. Manik is a team leader as well. So team leaders, what is your problem? Team leader, or we don't use the word problem. What is your challenge? Would you agree that this is one of your challenges? Not enough active team members? Can I get some of the team leaders to show their support and put some comments in? Team leaders, can I get some of your support? Thank you very much. Yes, not enough active members. Okay, so for the team leaders, just a quick sample, yeah. For example, your what could be you don't have enough team leaders. Your why will be they are not realizing money fast enough. Okay, that's why they are not active. Then your when you realize this is normally after 2 months in their real estate journey, they don't close, then you realize this. Where is blank lah, because there is no where. Where is everywhere. Okay. Then who is normally the fresh agents. So being a leader, the challenge is always to make sure that they are able to transact within the first 2 or 3 months. Because normally if they don't transact within the first 2 or 3 months, they will lose faith, they will lose hope. But to all our fellow practitioners out there, our fellow professionals, I just want to let you all know, in this tough time, if you are new, 3 months is too short. Please give it 6 months. And don't give it 6 months without committing time, without committing a structure of what are you going to do weekly? What is your weekly activity? So maybe the how for the team leaders can be using more management tools to track their progress, putting in more structure by scheduling, and also maybe applying a buddy system that will help out the agents. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, this is a few examples of how you can identify the actual problem of what you are facing. Okay, certain problems, when you list it down, the what, for example, cannot do viewing, you will realize that this kind of problem you cannot solve. So try to focus on the problems that you can solve, list down as many whys as possible, and use your how to tackle the why. Okay, a lot of people struggle to identify their true problem at work. Okay, and a lot of people's problem in real estate work, if I were to highlight and share, is this one word called structure. And besides structure comes discipline. With structure and discipline, a lot of work can be settled. Okay, so a lot of real estate negotiators do not understand their 5 Ws, and they do not come out with enough hows on how to settle their problems. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you all can put this into practice. I will be sharing my slides later. You can actually just use my slides, bring it into a team activity, or do it with your mentor. One thing that I would advise is, if you have a senior negotiator that you look up to, ask for 15 minutes of his time and actually do this 5W and 1H. I'm sure all the leaders over here on our platform is happy to do this activity with you. And then make a promise to execute your house, and then put a deadline of execution from your house. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, my session for today is not a very long session. We have come towards the last 5 minutes of my session already. I've already mentioned that I'll keep it short, within 1 hour. So what I've shared today, I just recap, is the 5 Ws and 1H. You use the 5W to identify your problem, and you use the 1H to come out with your problem solving. And then the job is not done there. The job is only done once you put a deadline and you update your execution to yourself. So you have to be very honest in this process with yourself. You have to put it into practice. You have to believe that taking all these action steps will help you improve your business. Okay? So that's a wrap. And before we end, I just want to recite, and I just want to share our company's vision with everyone. As we move in this solidarity channel, we have a very big vision. As you have been following us for the last 60, 70 days, we have a very big vision for ESP to be a global borderless community of tech-enabled agents in solidarity that brings the best of everyone in real estate. So that includes everybody that's here. We hope you share our vision. We hope you share our big ambition. We believe you are on board, and we believe in growing everyone. So guys, just to wrap it off, I will repeat and recite our vision: a global borderless community of tech-enabled agents in solidarity that brings the best of everyone in real estate. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm very humbled by all of you making your time. I hope this acts as an extra formula for you to do your problem solving. And thank you so much for making your time for me. All right. So I will pass it back to myself, the host. Please scan and give me some feedback, give our team some feedback, so that we can continuously improve our training programs for you all as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I will see you again tomorrow as your host. We got a very exciting session at 3 p.m. So we will see you back with the good energy at 3 p.m. Thank you very much.